Hello, it's I, WebFox, and welcome to Fit to Read. Today, we'll be going over some comics that I just picked up earlier this week. And we're starting off with Mega Man issue 39, part 3 of the Dawn of X story arc. I enjoyed this issue a lot more than the past two. Mega Man is only covered in a few pages, and all he's doing is trying not to die. But it does show a lot more of the Mega Man X, so it is building up to the Mega Man X storyline and such, so I am actually enjoying what they're doing here, and how the characters are reacting and everything. As X is trying to find some information on the weapons platform, Zero and Vile are trying to do whatever they can to stop it without hurting anybody in the way. Oh, and Xander does appear in the end, and apparently his time jumping is not done yet. I do enjoy this cover here. I think I really do prefer this one over the Ultimate. You know, so far X and Mega Man have not met yet. But as for the story, it's very action-packed, and the other issues were sort of an introduction to X, but this is how X is, so I am finding it a lot more interesting. And so we move on to Sonic the Hedgehog issue 262. Also part 3 of their story arc, which is kind of odd since both of these also came out on the same day. Very rare for that to happen. This issue is a lot more fun than the last one because it's all action, action, action. The shield down, the dark Gaia forces are swarming the temple and the underwater city. Not only that, but it turns out that Sonic took an underwater gem that was not fully charged, so, well, he better be the fastest one in battle or else he'll be the fastest one without air. Also, as it turns out, that whereas the Sonic story is still got another part or so, the Sally story is on its last part here. So Sally and her team of freedom fighters managed to get the Chaos Emerald, but they have to get through some of the most deadliest of Eggman's forces they have seen yet. Very good read. Of course, if you haven't read the other issues, you'd be sort of lost. You'll just be seeing a lot of fighting, not knowing who's who and what's what. But I enjoy it. This is sort of what is building up to the climax, and I can't wait to see part 4 of the Sonic story and what the next side story is, if there's going to be another side story in the next Sonic. And so we're now moving on to IDW with Godzilla Rulers of Earth issue 13. Taking place 4 years where issue 12 left off. Godzilla is still believed to be dead since there's been no quote-unquote proof of him being alive, and monster sightings and attacks have dwindled very rapidly. A few monsters are still out hiding, while quite a few of them are chilling out on the monster islands. I enjoyed this issue quite a bit. There's a few Godzilla issues that I have not been liking. They've been doing a very good job of telling this tale, well, especially of lately, the Rulers of Earth storyline. The artwork is very lovely, a bit sketchy or bit blotchy in a few spots where they don't want to have too detailed background stuff. But I'm enjoying it. We get to see quite a few monsters, including the Big G himself, even though he's not doing what he's doing on the cover. Unlike the last issue, issue 12, which had a wonderful cover. So it's quite interesting to see how people are reacting to a less kaiju world. They're all still everywhere, and so many are still unaccounted for. And who knows how many more are coming. So I can't wait for the next issue, even the little surprise appearance of another creature, quote creature, is something to look forward to for the next issue, which is coming out next week, which I've been looking at the preview pages for. Can't wait for that. So I gotta say that definitely might want to check out this Godzilla, since it's starting at sort of a new story arc where it briefly covers past stuff, but it's doing a fresh take on what is to come. As for Sonic, very action-packed, but you should read the past issues. As for X, same thing, because the other issues are sort of build-up and introduction. So I just didn't really care much for the introduction. That's why I was waiting for this action stuff. So it is turning out nicely. If only they could actually do the crossover of this so-called crossover. So those are the issues I picked up. They're all very beautiful and well written. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in about a week.